Hey everyone, it's Mare. I am just checking in quickly because there's something really important that I need to say. First of all, where are all my nerds at? All my science people that are appreciating the scientific information that I've been sharing regarding nutrition and the carnivore or ketogenic way of eating that has been a part of my life now since January. I realized there was a lot of people that over on Facebook, I'm sharing a lot of videos because there are amazing resources available on YouTube. Hey, everybody! That I've been sharing out over there, but it's a little bit more challenging to do that here on Instagram. So I'm just going to talk to you all. Let's have a real conversation, okay? And what I want to talk about is the fact that I've been dealing with a little bit of the angries, and I'll tell you why. The reason why I've been dealing with a little bit of anger is the more I update my knowledge on nutrition and health and fitness, the more I realize that had this information been available when it should have been, when they knew about this stuff, which was way back in the 50s, that my childhood, growing up with a dad who was overweight with heart disease, my life would have been very different because my dad's life would have been different. My mom's life would have been different, my sister's life, and everybody else. Because my dad was always on some kind of diet that was being monitored by his doctor and often a registered dietitian. Okay? And that's great. It's great that he had a doctor following him and trying to keep him alive as long as possible. And that was a feat in itself. But knowing what I know now, if my dad had been eating this way, he would have enjoyed better health, far less surgeries. We would have had far less worry and concern in our family about dad keeling over of a heart attack, okay, or having some other implications like a stroke, a mini stroke. He ended up that he passed away from complications of heart disease. He had a massive brain hemorrhage. Okay, that doesn't happen in your average healthy person. There has to be something wrong. So when I get to a place where I get angry about something, that's when I start seeing my fire and my energy and the fact that maybe this is something that I need to start sharing. And I've been doing that since January. I've been sharing a lot about my own personal health journey, but now it's time to throw the ball in your court, okay? For people who are kind of toe dippers in life, where they like to toe dip and they say, oh, I've tried this and I've tried that. You know, trying gets you nowhere. Trying is essentially conceding to the fact that you're going to fail at some point. So instead of trying, why not just do? Why not just look at what you're doing and take a really good hard look at that? And then I want you to ask yourself, how's that working out for you so far? You know, all these people who say, oh my God, you're crazy, you're doing a carnivore diet, you're eating completely animal-based. You know, there have been the, oh, well, you know, there's heart disease in your family, you need to be concerned about that. Yeah, you know what? I am far less concerned about my heart health and my cardiovascular health now being on a ketogenic way of eating than when I was eating standard American or Canada Food Guide or whatever. Even when I was eating gluten-free and monitoring my food intolerances, I was still in such an ill state of health that there was almost no hope for me. When I decided to close my business and stay at home and focus on self-care 4 or 5 years ago now, that was one of the hardest decisions that I made. But I also realized that I couldn't go on. I was too exhausted to work. I would sleep for days at a time if time permitted. And I knew that something somewhere would have to change. And it wasn't until really January that something changed. And a courageous friend of mine, very courageous friend of mine, posted about her carnivore journey on Facebook. I'd already heard about carnivore and thought that it was a joke. And a lot of you probably think, oh wow, my God, she eats like meat every day. What a joke. She must eat fruits and vegetables and there must be some grains in there. And you know what? I don't. I eat meat every day and I have never felt better. This is the best health that I have been in for probably a decade, people. Okay? So if you look at your life right now, and I want you to think about your whole life, not just about, oh, I could lose 5 pounds, oh, I could lose 10 pounds, you know, oh, I wish that my jeans felt better, I'm self-conscious about pictures. Those are all really, really valid, and I'm not trying to invalidate those things. But if you don't look at your mindset and your relationship with your nutrition, I'm not talking about food, I'm talking about your nutrition, okay? If you can't take a look at that relationship and have a hard look, and if you can't do that, then maybe you're not ready for this. Maybe this isn't for you. I'm not talking to the toe dippers. I'm talking to the people who are fed up, who have had enough, who can't work, can't leave their house, can't socialize, can't maintain a relationship, have brain fog so bad that they can't even carry on a conversation. That was me. Okay, that was me. And I'm not in that place anymore. And now it's time for me to give back. This is what I do. I want to help people. Okay, but I won't help you if you don't want the help. I am opening up a coaching program. And yes, it's going to have to do with your nutrition, because mindset and nutrition go together. If you can't control your inner monologue and your conversations around food, you won't succeed with your nutrition. So we have to work on both, all right? I'm not bringing fitness into this because I can tell you, as someone who has been chronically ill for a very long time, I still cannot exercise, okay? Going for walks, that's the extent of my exercise right now. So I'm not going to sit here and preach exercise and calorie reduction because it's nonsense. Exercise is important. It's really great for your body, but I'm talking to the people right now who can't exercise. The people who are dealing with major joint issues, that they're waiting for even joint replacements, people who have major issues with depression, anxiety, ADHD. The research is out there, and I can definitely send you to the research, but I will not work with people who are not all in. And I've talked about being all in before. I have a video on my YouTube channel that asks that question, why aren't you all in? So if you're ready to go all in for your health and make some serious changes, and yeah, I'm probably talking mostly to the people who are living with chronic illness, chronic disease, even severe incurable things like what I have. I have a genetic condition called hypermobile Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, okay? I can tell you that my EDS has improved by eating a ketogenic way of eating, okay? So if you are at that point, I'm talking to you. If you are just done with what you have been doing, okay? I'm a coach. You can ask anybody who has ever run a Spartan race with me, people who used to ski with me, people who have worked with me, other entrepreneurs that I've worked with. You can talk to any one of them about my mindset, and that when I'm all in, I am all in, and I will hold you to it. So if you're ready for someone who is going to call you on your shit and bust your ass when you're not doing what you ought to, I'm your girl. If you want to sit there and make excuses, I am not the person for you. Go find some other coach. Go find somebody else who is going to listen to you tell stories all day, because I will not. We are going to change your narrative, because you need a new narrative to make a difference in your life. So if you are all in, don't put it in the comments. I want to see a direct message from you, and then we will talk about coaching. There is a screening process. I have limited amounts of energy, so I am taking on a very small roster of people who are at their wits' end, who need help. So I need you to send me a direct message if that is you. If you're watching this on Facebook, please go to Facebook Messenger and send me a message there. I want to have a conversation with you. It is not a public conversation. That's why I don't want it in the comments. Okay, that is my sharing of my heart and my passion for today. Please make sure that you also head over to YouTube and follow me there. It's called Sick Mom. There's a link in my bio, but you will see my journey. I chronicled every day of the first 30 days of Carnivore and have been updating for the last 8 months. I've also included other things on mindset and leadership and just conversations that are important to living a full and fulfilled life. So check it out. I look forward to hearing from you, and be all in with me today.